actually, you have to, the culture and fun traditions of Yap. So pay your respects, dude.
I feel like this is not at all respectful.
Should you really be researching this before we go live?
What are you talking about research?
You prefer me to research after?
I prefer you research when we're not live. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Wayward Seven. My name's Will. I'm the Forever DM, as always, here on the channel. Welcome back to another episode 63.
64.
64? If you're watching 64, thank you. That's a lot of episodes.
I couldn't imagine.
We got another one for you tonight, though. Hopefully another good one. Hopefully not filled with as much death of friend that the past couple have been about death of friend.
So sorry, Isabella, we killed your character.
Yeah, I'm not telling you, Isabella, to watch this one, but...
Sorry.
You'll recognize the thumbnail, maybe. We'll see. Anyway, so before we get started tonight, we have some stuff, as always, from Ethan. Alone!
150 hours. Oh, yeah. I'm comfy.
Yeah, on the
it's
bench.
Great. He stole my bench idea.
Yeah.
I need a patent.
Not only... Has that come out yet?
No. I don't think so.
So, therefore, you stole my idea.
No! No!
Because guess what? I
have a patent pending, actually.
That special episode.
Well, it's pending, and I'm already here.
You have to make 8 more of those before we can release that one, man. Sorry. Better get busy, dude.
We'll get on that. But anyway, so this couch, man, it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dadgum, that's good. Hey, today is National Dadgum That's Good Day. And in loving memory of Silas, if you're ever watching an episode of the Wayward Seven and you think, dadgum, that's good, go ahead and subscribe. Like, you know, if it's good, you can subscribe. Leave a like. Let us know what moment in the last 150 plus hours, because 64 episodes, an hour to 2 hours an episode with some at 5 and some at 3.
Or
means
4.
We're past 150 hours.
Mm-hmm.
We're past 150 hours of the Wayward Seven, and if you've watched all 150 hours, thank you so much.
Dadgum.
Dadgum, that's good. So leave a comment and let us know what Wayward 7 moment made you say, dadgum, that's good. And especially, send us a message on...
Switching camera.
On social media at the Wayward 7. You know what today also is, Ethan? It's National Smile Day. And I would love if you would smile with us as we watch this episode together.
It would really make us smile.
It would make us smile if you followed us on social media. And then also click subscribe. And, you know, little bell, like all our videos. I'm doing all the spiels now just because we're so happy and smiley. Because nothing bad has happened ever.
Never. Ever.
And there's no war in Bossing Say.
There's no war in Bossing Say.
All right, thank you. These guys don't know what they're in for tonight. But anyway, I think we're done with our announcements. Everybody good? Said their piece, their final words they want to leave the audience with.
Yes.
We love you.
Plethora.
Make us smile.
Plethora.
Please, Will.
Plethora.
She was a... You know me. She was a... I was walking down the street when out the corner of my eye I saw a pretty little thing approaching me. She said, I never seen a man who looked so all alone, and could you use a little company? If you could pay the right price, your evening will be nice and you can go and send me on my way. I said, you're such a sweet young thing, why you do this to yourself? She looked at me and this is what she said. Oh, there ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay, I got mouths to feed. There ain't nothing in this world for free. Oh no, I can't slow down, I can't hold back. Oh, you know, I wish I could. Oh no, there ain't no rest for the wicked until we close our eyes for good. Not even 15 minutes later, I'm still walking down the street when I saw the shadow of a man creep by the side. And then he swept up from behind, he put a gun up to my head. He made it clear he wasn't looking for a ride. He said, give me all you got, I want your money, not your life. But if you try to make a move, I won't think twice. I told him you can have my cash, but first you know I gotta ask, what made you wanna live this kind of life? He said, there ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay, I got mouths to feed. There ain't nothing in this world for free.
What robot?
It's okay. Kalimba Man.
Kalimba Man.
So, last time we left off, a solemn moment for most of the party, with Gwen and Nastani both, unfortunately, losing their lives in the previous battle. It seems that things were pushed to the extreme, and after a brief discussion with Icarus, Silas made a few calls, seeing as how he was unable to get an ideal outcome. He seemingly made a deal with the demoness Oriah. And in that deal, Nastani and Gwen were brought back with only his hat and revolvers left behind. So, the party grieved in their own ways and apologized later.
As they say.
As they say in Silicia. But as they did so, they went their ways for the day, eventually regrouping with Willem, Wild Wander, in tow, and the plan to set out towards Basilica, hopefully to make sense of this prophecy nonsense, hopefully to find Winslow and Throp, hopefully to learn more about this frail moon and the falling sun.
That's the name of the
Series.
I made that connection.
So,
2 episodes ago.
as you guys are traveling the road, who's driving?
Not Gwen. Gwen does not know how. Isn't it Icarus?
Isn't it me? Because
I think we
the
said
other people
yeah.
who can drive both want to read.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
I'm mourning.
Yeah.
Well, mourn in your own way and apologize later.
Yeah, mourning in my own way. Just read your book.
So, that being said,
Are you sitting in Silas's seat?
you're
Yes,
reading
I
the little kind of book he gave you for the guns.
Yeah.
It's full of. You get the sense that this was. The ending was where the manual kind of stuff was. This is probably the only book he had on hand to do this with. But the rest, you can tell, are just kind of notes here and there about.
I'm reading every bit.
There's some shopping lists. There's some moments you find where obviously where he picked up the journal and met Nat for the first time. Talking about some crazy vampires trying to eat me. He's being hunted in the forest. And you kind of read through a growth of friendship there.
Does he mention the egg leg?
The egg line.
I
No
think
mention
about
of
it all the
eggs.
time.
But if you're reading through it or trying to understand the manual section, they're two separate things. Because there's a lot of both. Despite it being a small book. So which one are you focusing on?
Wait, as in like...
It seems to kind of just be a journal that he's filled in the manual and stuff at the end. He's marked it, kind of folded the pages for
I
you.
guess for today's journey, I'm going to read like the actual manual part.
Okay. So be it. Alright, so that's what Nastani's doing in the car. Icarus, you're driving?
Yep.
Alright. Gwen, what you doing in the car? The carriage.
The carriage.
Automated carriage.
Horseless carriage.
Quite so.
Do you think? Okay, I have a question, kind of. Does it take Nastani the whole time to read through the whole thing?
If she's trying to be proficient with it, yes.
Okay. I think Gwen notices that Nastani is kind of focused on what she's doing and decides not to mess up anything else. Anyways, so she's going to, I think, sit. Is there any way that Gwen could maybe talk to the sword?
Yeah, you can take out the sword and try and talk to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she's gonna.
So, as you sit in the back, Nastani kind of up front next to Icarus reading, Herb kind of with the TR just. Chris passed out.
The numbers, Mason.
And Willem kind of with his hand drums, very soft, gentle beat, not trying to disturb people too much. You take out the sword, holding it in front of you.
Can I say it in my head? I don't want to say it out loud.
You can certainly try.
Okay. I think in her head. I assume you saw that performance.
I did.
I assume you're not pleased with it.
You could say I'm unimpressed, if anything.
Very fair.
You're not dead.
I'm not dead.
Well, in a manner of speaking.
What do you mean by that?
Surely you've noticed. You're on borrowed time, Gwyneth.
I know.
As I mentioned before.
I know. I actually didn't come to speak about that. I'm shocked you're actually speaking to me right now.
All you need to do is ask.
Got it. Keep that in mind. I'm actually curious. The previous... You're scaring me. The previous sword holders, could you tell me anything about them? And specifically, one named Periscardia.
I was never wielded by Periscardia. Not fully. The one you speak of was sure not to make a connection with me. For even she has fears.
Great. Alright. Well, how close are we to fulfilling your goal?
I was hoping you could tell me.
I don't know exactly what I'm looking for. You've only told me that I'd know when I see it.
Then I suppose we haven't seen it.
There's that.
Keep searching.
If I die again, what happens? Because you weren't there this time.
You will serve your purpose until it is served. In this life, the next, and the one after.
Got it. And I intend to do that. Is there anything that I can... Is there any way that you could protect them? Specifically, Nastani Mendovan.
I care not.
That's the legal name.
You used my legal name.
For the royalties of others, only the one I seek to end. You may do as you want, as long as the goals align. Do not forget whose time you're borrowing.
I know. I haven't forgotten. Trust me.
And I have not reprimanded you.
I know. Is there anything else you could tell me to help me know what I'm looking for? That you haven't told me already?
I do not know myself the
lengths you must go to. Simply put it, it will happen when the time comes. So I would suggest focusing on that. For I am certain the longer we speak, the further away it is.
Right. Then she's just gonna, unless he has more to say.
Doesn't seem to.
Okay. Then she's comes back to the world.
You've been staring at your sword for a good few minutes, and you see Willem just going, "You okay?" Thank you. I'm fine. How about those flute lessons? Are you serious right now?
I mean, none of my other friends seem to
Well, I will
want
gladly
to have a conversation.
have a conversation or do flute lessons.
Oh, actually, can I go rewind?
No, feelings are hurt, Gwen.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Okay.
You diss
No,
Wiggum
I
after you
forgot.
told him you would teach him lute.
That's cool.
No, I am
Fine.
gonna teach him lute. I'm going to.
It's whatever. No. Go do whatever you're doing, staring at your sword. I'll just be here. My bongos.
It's a long trip. I can talk later.
I like your bongos.
That's
for them.
right. Okay.
Thank you.
I like your. I loved your bongos from the day I heard them.
They go.
What do you mean?
They go well with the rhythm of the road.
I'll talk to him, but you won't talk to
Travel
me.
beats.
Okay, she's gonna teach Will the lute.
Okay,
She'll teach him the
sure.
lute. She got guilt tripped.
Okay, sounds good. Icarus, as you're driving, go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception, you said.
Yes.
That's the one where you perceive?
Yes.
Hopefully.
No.
Yes.
Oh, that almost wasn't. 24.
24. Okay. All right. No, I'll let one of you guys roll it. D10.
Ooh.
I have one.
Let's go ahead.
Oh, good.
That was so. You do it then.
Roll a D10.
Okay. 10. Oh no.
Fuck.
Okay. Icarus, you have a pretty good perception.
Yeah.
Up ahead, something catches your eye.
Is it fog?
Out here in the kind of the lowlands of Silicia that start to stretch into savanna, far off towards the coast. The road here leads to Amberagari, a small farming and mining village not too far from Basilica. However, you would know that this is a fairly treacherous place, the outskirts of the Katero Plains. It is dangerous with creatures and what appear to be spikes up ahead. Lots of little sticks poking out of the ground. They're subtle, but you can faintly see the outline of a rope leading away, as if to pull the spikes up as soon as a horse or carriage were to drive over. They're wooden, they're simple, but you see it. What you doing?
Should I stop? Only point it out to everyone.
You do. Herb is... Chris is still asleep.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
Should I stop?
Willem peeks his head out.
Can I see if the ropes, like where they lead to, if it's...
To the brush.
Is there anything I can see in the brush?
Make a perception check.
Shoot like a little fire into the brush.
Forest fire.
Scorch earth.
If Smokey Bear comes out, only you can prevent forest fires.
18.
18. Having it pointed out, there appears to be tall grass, and in this tall grass, you see kind of lumps of dead grass, where you presume there is someone or something waiting.
doesn't seem like a great idea. If it were me putting a string in the forest, I think it'd be an ambush. Or I would do it to ambush people to rob them.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Not saying I would do that.
That is it, for sure.
But I'm saying that maybe we go away from it.
It looks like they just put in the road. They're not very smart.
No.
Off-road.
I think so.
I mean, it is an off-roading vehicle.
It is.
That or... Y'all all got bows, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we see them. What if we just, keep a distance and, What?
Gwen's gonna yell, "If you attack us, we will attack back, and I assure you we are much stronger. So choose wisely."
Make an intimidation
Go,
check.
Icarus. Intimidation.
Yep.
I have proficiency with that.
Sure.
What does that mean?
It should already be out of
It
it.
means
already-
it already
okay.
has an
18 plus 4.
Okay.
22.
22.
That's fast.
Great
Great job.
So good! Your resolution!
It's working.
There's a rustle in the bushes, and you can hear brief chatter, and you watch as one half-orc stands up, and then another one on the other side.
I'm going to also... I don't know how to use them and they're not loaded. But
Uh-huh.
I'm going to point the guns too. Move! Now!
I've dropped the rope.
Can you step
Go,
away?
Icarus.
We're walking away.
You better.
Slowly. We don't want no super big trouble. We were looking to kill
Kill, huh?
a lion.
A lion. I think maybe looking for a lion in the forest would be better. Go into the
Lions
forest.
like roads.
Seems to me like you're the one who's lying.
Hey, Icarus, just
Icarus,
go.
you took my
Are
joke.
the spikes down? Like,
Yeah,
not,
they're flat. They're flat. It looks
Okay.
like they had to pull them up, kind of out of the dirt. They were covered a little bit, but
Alright, if they're flat, I'll drive through.
okay.
Okay, and I'm still pointing the gun.
Yeah, they're.
I would
I
suggest
got
if
this.
you're looking for lions, go into the forest.
This is a savanna. Are you
I
from here?
No.
Yes.
There's not really forests.
I figured if you're dumb enough to try and
That's
trick us,
cool.
then you'd be dumb enough to look into a forest. Bye!
He looks the other half. There's no lines of forest. But you guys drive by. You saw him successfully intimidate.
Let's go!
So I should ask: are you guys driving through the night,
Should we?
or is pulling off to?
Icarus.
What's
Is there-
Willem's input?
Yeah.
Willem, you're the Marvis Darren here.
We're trying to go to that bowl. Vampire bowl.
We're trying
Are
to get to
we?
Basilica. As soon
Okay,
as
yeah,
possible.
okay. As soon as possible? Well, I say...
As soon as safely possible.
I mean, I say, if this thing can go through the night, let's just do that. It's better on the road than sitting still and waiting to be stalked by one of those lion drakes.
Yeah.
Irv and I can take watch. Irv doesn't need to sleep. Well, he's reading.
Take turns driving.
There's only 3 of us who know how to drive now. Right?
You teach me.
Preferably when it's light out.
I can see okay.
He's a deep gnome.
We should be able to split up.
Yeah.
If I just drive
Oh,
for
wait.
an hour
And then
you
he
drive
can
for
drive
an
the
hour.
Can you guys
I
see in the dark, or did we get headlights put on this thing?
I
Yeah,
have
drift
a
globe.
I have a drift globe. I was gonna attach to the front of the car.
Okay.
There's like little spots to hang lanterns, that's about it.
I was gonna say.
I was gonna
also
hang.
have.
I'm hanging.
I
the
also
drift
have
globe.
dancing lights still.
So I'm floating the drift globe in front of the car. I can always take first watch. That way you can rest since you've been driving all day.
That would be nice.
I can also take first watch.
I'll take the first.
I'll take the first watch.
I'll take the first nap.
Can I use my manual as an audiobook?
No.
Are you asking somebody to read it for you?
I was gonna say,
I can't read any of it.
it's an Arxen, isn't it?
I can't
It is an
read
Arxen.
And Herb is
And
using the
Herb's
tiara.
The knowledge!
And he's like, "Is this divination?" No. Turn it away. Alright, well, if we're driving through the night, I can drive for the first bit.
Go ahead and make a perception check. 17. Yeah. Okay. Somebody roll a d10 for me.
1.
1.
And that 1.
Okay. Nastani, you don't really have dark vision, right?
I have the drift club.
You have the drift globe. It's pretty bright. And as you're kind of just staying on the road best you can, bobbing and weaving, you're kind of getting to some more, not necessarily marshy, but wet kind of oasis pools here and there. You eventually pull to a stop when up ahead you notice many, many small white orbs looking at you. And as you squint, they're moving in pairs. Eyes in the darkness.
Are you right?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Can you see that?
Gwen, with your superior dark vision, you see maybe about 27 or so lions.
Are they blocking the...
They're all around this watering hole that is kind of where the road was and kind of dipped. And now that the car has pulled up with its loud engine, they are all staring.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
Oh, good! Because I was gonna make a bad decision.
No.
I was about to kill the lions.
I was just gonna make a lot of noise.
Like the road?
Okay, I'm going to cast Speak with Animals. Hello, I'm sorry I didn't mean to barge into your watering hole.
The lions all start to look amongst each other and kind of wait for a second.
Herb guidance.
Okay.
Herb guidance.
And you watch as one of the larger male lions, the kind of big, fluffy mane, kind of lumbers out. Hello.
Hello.
Why have you decided to disturb our rest
I did not mean to, I'm
on
sorry.
this clear night?
I
Are you food?
No, I am not.
Your friend?
I am friend.
Where is your proof?
Where's my proof of friend?
Yes.
I can back up my vehicle and I can leave you alone from the watering hole so I can not
You
disturb
have come
your
to our
peace.
pride.
I know. Are you
We
the king?
require
Are you the king
a
of this
tribute.
Are you the leader of this pride?
I am the king.
You are the king. You are the king. Well, my liege, I am so sorry to disturb your pride.
You should be.
I hear...
Just back and forth.
Well,
You can hear what Nastani's saying.
Oh.
Yeah.
okay. What is your name, my
Alright.
liege?
Timber.
Tamber. King Tamber. Well, if you give me a moment, I can see if I have a
What's
token.
Camper's backstory?
I
Do you
can
want
see
me
if
to
I
do
have a token of friendship for you in my bag. Is it okay if I look through it?
You may.
Thank you.
Hey, while you're at it, ask for the names of all the other lions.
Okay.
What's the name of the watering hole?
I still have some like sandwich meat from. Right.
Yeah, you guys still have like rations and
Yeah.
meat
Yeah.
and stuff, yeah.
I'm gonna take out some meat and goes, is this good?
He kind of walks over to the side. Pretty large animal. Kind of both paws up on the side and kind
Okay.
of rocks the carriage for a second. You watch it sort of starts reading again.
Scripts.
Sniffs it, licks it out of your hand. Sandpapery tongue kind of hurts a bit. Sits. Give me more.
I might have a bit more. I'm not sure how much more.
2 more.
2 more. Do I have 2 more?
Say how many
It's my
rations?
personal ration, so
How many rations do you have?
I usually carry about 2 weeks.
Okay, so yeah, you do that.
Okay, I'm gonna give him 2 more rations.
Kind of toss them down and just
That is.
roars to the rest of the pride, and he kind of watches they start to part, slowly moving out of the way. You may pass.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Thank you.
Thank you for granting us passage, and I wish you peace in your pride.
Yes. Yes. As do I.
Alright, well, you have a wonderful night.
Yes.
And I'm going to drive the car.
Sometimes talking
He curls
does
up
get
and
you out
goes
of
to sleep
things.
right there.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna drive.
Yep. So you guys drive out.
Let's go. 2 encounters down and nobody's died.
Yeah.
Talk
So,
to out of that one.
the
'cause
dawn
I
of the second day arrives.
can talk to animals, and I know how to talk to royalty.
Who's driving for today for the day portion?
have me.
I can drive through the day again.
Okay, go for it, Icarus.
I take the night shift and then you take the day shift.
You might get exhausted if you continue it, but...
Well, I thought that, like, I mean...
If he's sleeping during the day and she's...
Yeah, which means you can't do anything during the day.
Huh?
So
Well, I thought... Wait, was I driving through all of the watches?
I would say drive it through the night while you rest during the day if you would like.
But she thought she was just
No,
trying to
I
do
thought I
the
was doing
first
the first
watch.
watch. That's what I thought we were doing for the night.
I'm going to expedite this and
Okay.
just leave it to one watch per
Okay.
night.
So
Okay.
then, in this day, can I teach Willem how to drive?
Sure, yeah, you can if you want. All right, cool. So, oh man, what's the teach check? Pass on that wisdom check. Straight roll.
Okay.
Can I say that Gwen is writing a note for Nastani and while she's sleeping and putting it in the book?
Which book?
The journal she's been reading.
Nastani, where do you get the journal?
I'm probably holding it.
I'm just...
probably hugging it.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Okay. Alright. Well, we saw how well that went for me last
Yeah.
time. Oh, this is not bad. 7 plus 5. 7 plus 5. 7 plus 5. 12.
Nastani, what's your passive perception?
15.
Oh.
Yeah, you start poking it at Nastani.
I'm gonna-
And Nastani, whack, instinctually.
I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to take it. I was just... Our conversation did not go how I wanted it to go, and I didn't know how else to say it besides writing it in a note, and you were asleep, and I didn't want to wake
16,
you up, and
16.
I'm sorry.
You're saying this, and the cars go.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. Our conversation did not go how I really wanted it to
Sorry,
go.
that's the break. Got it.
It's okay.
2 feet.
It's okay, well done. Oh, wow. Ah.
Veers off the side of the road.
No! Stop it! Stop!
No, I got it now.
His legs are
Has he
too
got it?
short.
Huh?
No, wait, no, we have the extenders.
Herb's got the
for
extenders. Pay for that.
It's okay.
You're teaching well. He's hard of hearing. But by the end of the day, we'll say he gets it.
Okay.
Hard of hearing or hard of learning?
Well,
The world may never know.
Find out next time.
It's okay. You didn't have to leave a note. I'm in the same car as you.
I know, but you were driving last night, and we didn't get to talk then because you were talking to lions, and you'd rather talk to lions than me.
I was talking to lions.
To be fair, you're not a lion, and lions are cool.
Also, the lions might have heard us, and I was trying to.
When did you wake up?
He's been awake the whole time.
Oh, yes, and he is
I've been helping keep night watch.
It's
Nobody
not
talks to
right.
me.
He's the night watcher in the back for
I'm
vengeance.
the midnight barber.
Okay.
Who do you think cuts your hair
in the middle of the night.
I do. Sorry.
Anyways.
Go ahead and make a perception check
Yep.
for me for the day.
25.
Nice.
I don't want you to be upset with me, and I know it's hard about Silas, and you're probably taking it worse than I am, and I'm sorry. And I want to be there for you.
It's okay. I mean,
It's not okay.
well, no, it's not okay. What did you do?
What? Did we wreck the car?
We're having this conversation,
Huh.
and Willem is driving, and kind of jerks it to a stop. And Icarus, you immediately see it. He's kind of pulled over to the side of the road under this kind of brushy tree that's just big enough. He's like, "Oh, sorry, just needed to get the shade for a second." Not really. And Icarus, you're looking up as you see there are several, maybe 8 or so, very venomous snakes in the trees that are just kind of looking up. And eventually they start to fall into the carriage. So I need everybody to make dexterity saving throws. As snakes
So
drop into
I
you.
do have advantage on.
Are you, while you're raging, or
No, I think it's just a.
read it?
Yeah.
On Dex against effects that you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Yeah.
I'm burning some inspiration that I got.
Okay.
18.
18.
That's worse.
Oh.
Okay, Herb's unaffected by poison, so Herb's fine. Even though you rolled a
10.
10. Okay. What do you get?
18.
18. You succeed.
I didn't want the 3, so I got a nat 1 instead.
Oh no!
You watch as a snake drops, lands right in between Herb's boat. Herb closes it, and the snake jumps and gets him right in the eye. And you watch as Herb screams for a second, and says, "Oh, I don't feel anything. It's a plant." However, Icarus, as you, for a brief second, find that extremely humorous, watches a snake falls down on top of you, around your neck, and you just watch. There's just a before the snake clamps onto the side of your face. Quinn.
Don't worry, guys. I'm an expert in the realm of poison.
Quinn.
Yep, that's poison.
As you, either willingly freak out over these snakes dropping from the tree, or kind of start laughing at the other's misfortune, a snake falls on top of you, biting you in the leg. And those of you who are bit, which I believe, let me double check for Chris. Oh, poor Chris. Oh, Willow's great. Willow's great. So that would be Icarus, Quinn, Chris, are now unconscious for the rest of the day.
Mistani, I'm really sorry.
Snakes! Ah!
Which one
Why
of us
did
is
it have
driving?
to be snakes?
Who's driving?
Herb.
Oh, is he down? I thought that.
The poison has affected him, but he's just not moving.
Herb just playing.
You watch as Willem grabs one of the snakes and throws it out, starts throwing the snakes everywhere.
I'm also gonna start throwing the snakes out.
Yeah. Willem looks up and floors it and kind of stops immediately, just jerking everybody around.
Would you like me to take over? Or do you want me to teach you more?
Tell you what, you good at removing snake venom.
Am I good at it? No.
Do you know how?
No.
Great, let's switch.
Okay.
All right.
I guess I'm driving.
Don't look. So,
What is he gonna do?
that being said,
If I was to cast Cure Wounds, would that take care of poison?
does Cure Wounds take care of poison?
I think it's a lesser registration.
It's a very lesser registration.
Okay, then no, it doesn't.
Herb might have less respiration.
I don't.
Herb rolled a nat one. Herb's out because he
I
wants to be out.
also rolled a nat 1.
The snake went into his eye. It doesn't feel good.
So is the snake like
It's in there.
in there?
Very similar to a couple games ago where I rolled a 4 on a death save and decided I didn't want it and got a nat 1. And now I got a 3 and decided I didn't want it and got a nat 1.
Get him out of the way now, before the big plot moments
Big
happen.
bad. Yeah.
Okay, so the days continue. Miss Donnie, you take over for the night, I presume.
Do I take a point of exhaustion for doing it during the day?
I would say if you're doing it 2 days in a row, without either switching off, like teaching somebody or doing something else.
Because I was sleeping and then got interrupted.
Oh,
by
that's
the
true. That's true.
snakes.
Yeah, you're fine then.
So okay,
Yeah,
I
you're
guess I'm gonna drive through the night too.
Okay.
I don't know if it was the snakes that interrupted your
Make a
sleep.
perception check and roll a d10 for me.
Okay, so that is a
That's crazy.
17 for
Snakes falling in
perception.
the car. What in the Oregon
It's not-
Trail?
I have a detail.
Is dysentery on that list?
No, do not put dysentery on my list.
Honestly, you've gotten the easy ones.
Okay. 5 for my D10.
5?
That's for your perception.
No,
No.
5 for my perception. No, it's
8.
So, Miss Donnie, as you're driving through the night, most everybody's asleep. Something catches your eye in the distance. A visage, almost. And for a second, either maybe you manifested this on your own, or just because it's been on your mind, but you see that hat, the poncho, walking down the street, ghostly in nature, off in the distance. What are you doing?
You said it's like ghostly in nature. Would I be familiar in any sense of any creatures that will prey on, drawing people's attention towards them?
Probably not. You're very unfamiliar with this place. You're not really sure if what you're seeing is real or not, but it's further up the road if you'd like to try and catch up.
I think I will continue to drive at my pace.
Are you aware of any creatures that, with devil's charm and cunning art, weave strings that pull the heart? Would you say?
Would you say that would be what it is? I don't know. I feel like...
Are they weaving strings that pull the heart?
I feel like as much as she would want to rev up the car and try and catch up, because of everything that's happened, she'd be too wary of it. Especially knowing he's with Araya.
Yeah.
So I think she would still drive at the same pace, but keep an eye on whatever that is.
So, it's walking. You're driving. You're gradually catching up. But eventually, it stops. Not too far in front of you. The head turns back. You see a familiar face. And you watch as the wind, as the apparition dissipates. And you watch as the little lights that it once was start dancing throughout the wild grass. Almost like gazelle.
Well, it's like that Spider-Man clip where he's like, nah!
You watch as the little spirits continue to bounce.
Wait. Am I asleep?
I would say Nastani kept the car going pretty steady pace. Everybody would probably be mostly passed out.
Nastani's just silently crying. And then praying to the stars that he's safe.
We're in the Gaddaro Plains?
Yep.
I think I know what that is.
Okay. So, that being said, as you continue throughout the night, that's about all that happens. Moving on to the next day, who be driving?
Who be driving?
Can Willem drive?
He can certainly try.
Herb,
Last time he tried.
hey Herb, can you take a turn driving?
No, I'm reading.
Herb, you can take one
It's a
day.
good book.
You can take one.
Do you want to know your future?
I can learn my future on another day.
I can tell it better.
Drive the damn car.
I'll drive it when I'm finished with my homework.
Okay, well I guess you don't want to drive your car, and it'll be okay if I
want to be treated like a king. Drive.
So
drive it. I'm gonna remove the crown.
No! No!
You get this back after you drive.
Make an intimidation check.
I'm also holding it above my head because I'm assuming we're standing because we're waiting for someone to take over.
Sure.
Intimidation.
Can Gwen put Nastani on her shoulders so it's higher than
12.
I need you to make a double check. It's a
God.
wisdom saving throw.
No.
Oh yeah, wisdom saving throw for Nastani.
17.
17. Okay. Gwen, you've also gotten involved, so go ahead and also make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Ooh, that's not bad. It's, 18.
Okay.
Was that?
He says, "Kneel."
I knew it.
Nothing happens. Kneel. Make another one.
No.
21.
I'd like to
13.
imagine.
Huh?
13.
Failure. Gwen
Aw,
begins to
dang.
kneel.
I want to imagine.
Kneel.
Oh,
Do
you're
it
gonna.
Without the spell affecting him, Chris is kneeling.
I'm gonna. Can I use my? No, I'm not gonna use my inspiration.
Don't
You're
do
gonna use your
it.
inspiration on this.
No, I'm not gonna
No.
use my inspiration on
What'd
this.
you roll?
We're up 13.
13. You kneel. He takes the crown, yanks it out of your hand.
This is your car. Drive it.
It's a privilege.
I hate this guy.
I hate
What a goat.
Okay.
Yeah, her just burned so many spell slots.
Oh, God.
3, 4.
2 2s and 1 1.
Oh, God. Just for that. Okay. If somebody wants to teach me how to drive,
I'm not just like.
I think I got the hang of it.
I'll let Willem teach me.
No.
I can teach her. I got it.
Before we drive, gonna. Hey, Chris, you grew up around here, right?
More or
Like you're from
less.
Silicia.
Yes.
Okay. So I saw something last night. Don't know what it was, but it was like a spirit of Silas that showed up. And then after a while it stopped and then just kind of turned into a bunch of like dancing things that went across the water. Do you know what that is, or am I going crazy?
Have you been drinking?
No.
That's your problem.
I don't drink. I don't
I second
drink.
that.
it was Silas. I recognized him, but I didn't approach it.
I know a legend, a myth of creatures in the Gotero plains that would mimic the form and sometimes voices of other people to lure travelers off the trail.
So it's a good thing I didn't follow it.
I'm looking at Willem. I would imagine so.
Probably. I mean, I've heard it go 50-50, to be fair. Either it leads you, to certain demise, or to, what you're looking for.
I doubt it would have been anything good.
Could have been loads of beer.
I'm just gonna
Miss
turn.
Tawny,
Would not have been good
If-
for Nastani, Willem. Tea is more up her alley.
if Silas had died, then maybe this could be up for debate. And there's
But
some
he's
way
not
his soul.
dead. He's
But he's
worse.
not dead.
It's with Oriah.
Exactly.
Which is why I know not to follow it, because I was like, he's not here. He is in another country. Hopefully, presumably. I'm visibly upset, so I'm going to get in the back seat in the other chair that was Silas's and just curl up with the guns and the book in my hand and fall asleep.
Can I just sort of like put the hat over her face?
Protected from the sun.
I'm really pale.
Silas is still protecting me.
I didn't even do that one. Come on.
I have mean words for you.
I thought that was nice.
No, it was very
That
sweet.
was very
It was
sweet.
very
That's why she has mean words.
You gotta go get the poncho, complete the fit.
It's in prison.
There it is.
He also wanted.
The ghost has it. Go get it. That's what I was looking for. So, you guys letting Will drive?
No.
I'll teach Gwyneth how to drive.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go. Wisdom check and wisdom check from both of you.
Uh-oh.
Nat 20. Aw, dang it! If you didn't roll well.
What'd you get?
11.
Okay. Gwyneth, you've been paying attention to how everybody else drives.
Yeah.
Silas was a good driver. Herb was a good driver when he wants to drive.
Yeah.
I'm a good driver.
Nastani's a fairly good driver too.
Yeah.
Icarus, also a good driver.
Let's go.
He
You
was
learn
the
a lot.
last.
Great
Okay.
teacher.
You learn how to drive it. Good job.
Cool. While we're driving, Icarus, I'm sorry. I know I already apologized, but I don't think I've apologized enough. I appreciate what you did. I do. I understand where you're coming from, and I would have done the same for you as well. I was hurt because I, in the moment, felt that neither of you should have done that for me. And I don't intend to waste what's been given. But in the future, if I die, leave me. Not because of anything I said before, but because I will come back. And I think if it's between me and someone else, pick someone else. And I will come back to finish what I've been told to finish.
When understand.
Don't understand me either.
What happened over the last few days? Silas made a choice while I was helpless. I didn't actually do anything to save either of you. Isn't Nistani still like conked out?
As far as you know.
I spoke with Silas and Keysphere and weighed options, but all I could really do was trust Silas and pray. And Silas made his choice and did what I would have done if I could. He saw the value in what you have. And I think he felt that he could find some sort of fulfillment and purpose from his own life in essentially giving it to the two of you. I would have done the same thing if I had the means, mostly because it was my fault that everyone was in danger to begin with.
I don't think it was your fault. I think maybe you made some choices that maybe the big bad had against you, and maybe for whatever reason that added tension, but I don't think you could have stopped what was happening.
No, but I could have prepared you. And
For what?
I
For what?
I
For an
refuse to tell
undead
any
army?
of you.
Icarus, you could not have prepared anyone for an undead army.
No, but I could have made my friends more aware of the danger we were walking into.
So how much danger did you know about? That you kept from us? So how much of the danger did you know that we didn't already know we were getting into? We knew a frail moon was coming. We knew we were walking into a battle zone, or an old battlefield. We knew we were walking into a place that was highly guarded by Silician government. We already knew there was plenty danger.
The first of the frail moons was happenstance. Some lone creature fell from the sky, and we dealt with it. The next one was a little more dangerous and a little more angry, and so on with the next one. It was more vengeful and much more dangerous. The next moon, King Egil was killed. And now in this one, it was even more dangerous and, more than that, much more personal than any of the others. Each one gets worse, and this time the personal nature of it was centered around me. If I had been more honest about my history with Mortades, then maybe we could have understood more about what we were walking into.
But you couldn't have stopped it. Your history is
But we
not
might have
gonna-
left before it started.
You wouldn't have known. There's no part in my mind that thinks you had any knowledge of what exactly was going to happen. That the frail moon was going to bring up your past to use against you. And I'm not saying it shouldn't hurt you. It should. It's a disgusting thing to do. But I'm saying none of us, at least for what I can tell, blame you. I think we all have a common enemy, and I think we all think that's the person to blame. And we appreciate you as much as we appreciate anybody else on this team. And I think you did more than you're giving yourself credit for. I mean, without...
I've done plenty. The problem with Mortides, Gwen, is that when you don't know what kind of danger is ahead of you, you can't afford to be careless. And I was careless and got distracted. Running into... shoot, what's her name? Irina? Irina.
Marilyn?
Erlen. Okay. All I could think was Callisti, and I'm not on a first name basis.
Callisti.
Yep. Running into Miss Erlen in Mortides distracted me, and I was more caught up on a life that I used to have than focusing on the present. Keysfear made it very clear while you were dead that the only thing that could have saved you would have been leaving earlier.
I think those things would have found us. Something would have happened, no matter where we were. Whether we were here on a ship, in Haras, in the woods, on the mountains, something would have happened. And while I understand your pain, and I understand that you feel the need to apologize, just know, at least to me, there's nothing you need to apologize for. There are worse forces at work than you, Icarus. And
thank you, Gwen.
I would do the same for you. As Silas did for us, as you would do for us, I think we would all do the same for each other. Maybe not the voices! But I won't apologize for grieving, because I miss Silas. But I will apologize for my behavior. As they say, apparently.
It's an old saying.
It's a new one.
Oh, Willem,
It's a new one.
Full circle.
Full circle. But I will apologize for my actions. They were rash and maybe a bit dramatic. But it's neither here nor there. If you would like to rest, I'll drive. You should probably get some rest.
Gwen, I gave you one of my hand crossbows, right? When I bought these from Godwin?
Yeah, I still have it.
I see it.
I put it on the brakes.
God!
Yeah, let me go grab it real quick. I stop the vehicle and I hand him the hand crossbow.
Can I restring that with the string that
Yeah.
Erlen?
So it takes the string off and kind of
What
threads
are you
it
doing?
a new little string that has this kind of faint golden glow to it.
I'm gonna hand it back. This will never break on you.
You need it more than I do.
Well, that's the whole point of the ones that I bought from Godwin.
Oh, okay.
They won't break.
Thank you.
Even at times that I can't be by your side to help you or defend you, you'll at least always have that.
Hopefully you'll always be at my side. And the Stonnies. And Chris's. And Herbs. All of us, old man. then I'm gonna start driving again. Were you listening?
No, I think after I like wake up, I'm gonna take out the sending stone, and I'm going to attempt to send a message to
To who I think you are, or somebody else.
to Silas.
Okay.
I already wrote about. I'll count it for you. Why would you sacrifice yourself? Can I even save you in Orela? I love the gift, but I wanted you to teach me in person. I think I counted wrong with my fingers, but it is counted out to 25.
I'm gonna need this so bad. I did buy it.
It's a company phone.
I know. I'm kidding. I would never.
I would say you feel it connect. But there's no response.
It's intercepted.
Well, that'll be for another dawn. I think at that point, she will once again cry, as she has done often.
It's free.
It's free action.
But I think she will also just begin to silently pray to these stars, to Bahamut. And are there any not like lesser or minor deities that are prayed to?
There are Empyreans. That I would say you would know. But other than them, Arkansas is fairly picky with their major deities.
Yeah, Bahamut, the stars, and the Imperiums.
Whatever Empyreans fall under that. Demigods.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll pray to him too.
Okay. That you do.
So, just kind of please, I just need guidance. It's all I ask for.
Herbcast guidance.
And if this is the correct path, how can I make myself stronger? How can I protect? How can I learn more? Is this the correct knowledge? Is there more?
Read.
Is there more connection with the moon and the stars? And I think there is. Is it connected to something of my own past? Of, tales past?
Do you have proficiency in religion?
Proficiency in religion? No.
Okay. Not one to pray very often, but one who's well aware of the gods and their place in the grand design of things. You hope for a direct answer, but
Just show me a sign.
that's what you can pray for. So, that being said, Gwen, you driving tonight?
Yep.
Make a perception check and roll that d10.
Got it.
Got it!
Ooh, a nat 20 perception and a 9 on the d10.
Oh, good.
Oh, great.
Okay. So,
At least I notice it.
Gwen, you see it coming.
Okay.
On the
Is it
horizon, thunderclouds, lots of them,
Oh, okay.
a storm. Pretty bad. You watch as, in the distance, you can start to see the beginning of twisters, tornadoes.
Bone-dados.
Had some trauma there, but you watch as tornadoes
We're
begin
the
to form in
savanna.
the distance. Thunder, lightning, striking the ground, lighting fires in the
Okay.
distance. What are you doing?
Is there anywhere that I can notice that we could take cover?
I'd say you rolled a nat 20. You're starting to reach
Anything like a tree or like a really high pole. we
Yeah.
can
No,
climb up on?
no.
Yeah, just stick herb up really high.
I'll
Anything
give my
with
rapier
metal?
to hold up.
Well, your vehicle is made out of metal.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like.
I would say with your nat 20, you're starting to reach the Badlands area. There are small kind of rocky plateaus that are here and there, and in the distance you see what appears to be a cave,
Mhm.
big enough for the car
Okay.
in one of them if you'd like to go over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
So-
drive enough, as much as possible.
Okay. So you take shelter for the night. Throughout the entire night, though, it's hard to keep calm, as with the thunder and raging kind of winds outside the cave. It almost sounds like the cave itself is rattling. Not crumbling, but as if there's something in the walls rattling.
The walls.
Go ahead and make a perception check again for me.
Is this a snake? Is this a giant worm? Are we in worm territory?
An Alaskan bullworm!
17 plus 5? 23?
Almost.
Almost.
30? No.
Not 30. No.
22?
Yeah.
Yay!
Gwen, I would say you notice it in time to make sure that the covers are fully up. Looking about this cave, there are holes everywhere.
Trypophobia.
This whole hillside, this little plateau must be hollow. And you can see hiding within every crevice, every hole appear to be rattlesnakes.
Ah, dang it.
Damn! The snakes!
There's a snake in my boot!
I would say you're quick enough to cover those canvas covers you guys paid for extra.
Yeah.
Or Silas paid for
Thank you,
extra.
Silas, protecting us.
And
even now.
occasionally you'll hear a snake drop on the canvas cover, fall to the ground, and slither away.
Okay.
But you have to take shelter there. You're delayed for a day. But you guys, pretty good hold up, Gwen. Pretty good. So, who's driving during the day?
I'll drive during the day because I've been sleeping.
Alright, it's
I'll
not.
sleep.
Perception check, D10. Number you get plus number you have.
I know number I get plus number I have. I was counting 13.
Oh, wow.
10.
10?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
More trappers.
as you see in the distance, a small village, kind of nestled in between a few plateaus, out here in the kind of Badlands. Just past it, you can see a lake, a little river that kind of snakes around. However, you do not see it. As you're driving the car, you watch as a rope is pulled, and snakes come up, and it stabs into the front of the car. Not very well, as the car is made out of metal. And you watch as an orc stands up. I'm so sorry. Same one.
I swear to all the
It
gods.
sounded like a lion. In my
Okay.
defense, I was covered in grass.
Alright, here's my question. Does this genuinely work when you're trying to rob people?
No, it works when we try to kill lions. Isn't that right? You see the other guy kind of pop out. Yeah.
What's your name?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, his name's Beck.
Okay, what's your name then? If his name's Beck.
Also Beck.
You're both
Vibe check.
Okay.
It's lying.
Alright, Bert, whatever your name is.
Beck.
I know you're lying. He said bird. I'll guess it's a family name. Beck, I think you need to go into a different business, because I doubt you're catching lions with this.
We're trying to eat the lions.
Okay, I might want to try that not on the roads, because lions only go on the roads when there's water holes.
Well, they
And
gotta
I'm-
go home at some point.
Yeah, but you're also
So
trying
they take
to
the
rob
road.
us. So I'm going to ask you very politely to remove the small wagon and let us go.
I'm behind her. I
Can
pull out
I-
my
Okay,
fire
lower it.
sword.
Can I take like my crossbow and be like, I'm just like scratch head like
Yeah.
How did you get here so fast? We were driving.
Well, we took the better road.
It's a better road than this.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look at Willem.
You look up. It's a better road. Only because it's paved. And it's not better because there's much more highway robbery on the highway.
So there's tolls.
Yeah, there's a lot of tolls actually.
All right, thank you for
Okay,
the
actually, that's
then.
fair.
Okay,
That's
well,
Alright.
Bert,
Burke.
Bert, I will call you that until you tell me your real name.
Burgess.
Fergus. Okay, thank you, Fergus. That's very kind of you to
Is
tell
it-
me.
Don't think that's his real name either.
Is he lying against me?
I'd say it's not the truth.
Okay, all right, Fergus. very kind of you to say your name. This is the second time that
We've already lowered the spikes. Just
I know.
go.
Oh, I'm just alright.
Why are we talking?
Alright, I'm just saying you might want to put this somewhere else if you're trying to actually catch lions, and if you're trying to rob people,
trying
go
to kill
the
them, not
road.
catch them.
Kill them? Okay, well, have fun. Don't rob us again. And then I'm gonna drive.
What she said.
Drive by. So the two outwards just kind of slowly get back into the grass. Okay. But with that being said, you've made it to the small town of Amber Agari. A very small. It's got some farms. There's a big mine here at some of the plateaus. It's a nice, pretty town. Lots of interesting materials used to build. Lots of stone, lots of mud, lots of kind of very much lacking wood kind of structures, adobe. But a lot of these buildings here, the fancy ones, are decorated with little tiny golden jewels of what appear to be amber. So,
Can I teach Willem how to loot?
okay. You guys stopping in the town? We're going through it.
I don't know. You tell me. I'm kind of
Please
joking.
don't.
I'm just gonna teach you how to play the loot. I don't know what you want from me.
I
Right,
know
as
a
long
lot
as
of
it doesn't
these
involve.
people.
Yeah. If it involves mashed potatoes, I think you should avoid it. So, stick with your loot, honey.
I didn't. I was drunk. It's the only time. I thought we were gonna drop the mashed potato thing.
Well, now I gotta hear the story.
No.
That was a lifetime ago.
3 lifetimes ago for Gwen.
Good times.
Okay, well, are we stopping in the town? Or driving through?
Are we stopping?
Do we need anything? Could we see if there's any, like,
I
potion
did
shop?
give 3 of my rations to the lions.
It might be good to sort of stock up. Also, what kind of weapons can Herb use?
Herb.
Mm-hmm.
He
has a dagger.
Simple weapons. Simple. Yeah, that's it.
We can get him a shield.
I was like, he has a shield, right?
Yeah, he has a shield and a knife.
So wait, what all is it? Can we give him like a short sword? Is that
You can
simple
give him a
or is that
staff.
helpful?
I think a short sword is technically too much. You can give him a mace.
A mace is more
That's
less
little.
than a short sword?
A mini
Well, yeah,
Well, he
but a
is
short
3.
sword you have technique. A mace is just bonk.
Yeah, it's just a
True.
Okay, this whetstone that I have. Does this seem like a one-time use kind of thing, or
The way it was tried, probably.
okay?
One-time use, but just going back to simple weapons: club, dagger, great club, hand axe, javelin, light hammer, mace, quarterstaff, sickle, spear. Not a flail.
Cool, that makes sense because the flail also
The
need
flail
a lot more
takes-
technique.
yeah.
Martial.
Because yeah, I was thinking if we could kind of bolster up Herb's.
Defenses.
Yeah.
So he doesn't take a break to read a book in the middle of battle?
Yeah, basically.
Still salty
I did
about
what I
that.
did.
You know what? You actually did do a whole lot in that. I thank you. I applaud you.
What's
I would've
Herb
died.
good at? Is he dexterous or because he's not strong,
Uh,
right? He's
Herb is more dexterous than strong.
But not
I
very
think
long.
he's
He's
more
very
wise.
wise.
Like, he is
He's
mind.
a wise
okay,
guy.
yeah, but no simple
wise
weapons are
guy.
going to be based on wisdom. Like you can't think your way into stabbing someone.
Can't intelligence
you
is
can.
Can.
You sneak up behind him and you stab him. That's
Somebody's
That's
not a
my-
good assassin.
I'll show you how good of an assassin I
4 lifetimes ago.
Look, I just want to buy a simple weapon for Herb that then I can use this whetstone on. That then
Yes.
Now he feels like it's special, and it is special.
it will be special.
Okay.
And also, we don't spend too much money on it.
Let's say, so you're just stopping in town to buy a simple weapon?
Yeah,
And any potions. are
something
probably-
preferably that's going to be
possibly,
more dexterity
if
based than strength.
Okay.
'Cause as a
I would
rogue, I
say,
should know
you
what
know,
those would be, but as Ethan, I don't.
Something you don't know.
Why are you acting like I'm?
A
Am I that pretentious?
No, you're not
No.
pretentious
A
at all.
spear?
I just anytime I have a question about this, I'm like, Ethan, math.
I would say a spear would be in line. A
That's
dagger,
so funny.
a sickle. I think a hand axe. I want to double check because
That'd
the
be small
properties
enough for
don't
him.
tell me exactly which stat they use.
Her with the spear would be so funny.
That would be hilarious.
That's pretty standard for a cleric. Little spear.
Okay, so I've been here before,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a nice little place to get away from the city for a while.
Is there like a? Can I find like a shop that I used to go to? Well, no, maybe I don't want to be recognized. Let me just find a shop.
Sure. Yeah, going to the like kind of just a simple blacksmith nearby.
Yeah.
Which there are many in this mining town. Or well, I shouldn't say many. There's like 3. You head over to one. It's a pretty simple forge setup. They have simple weapons, simple armors, that kind of stuff. Nothing too fancy. But the fancy stuff they do have has a cool kind of amberish tint to the metal.
Oh no, I want to buy something fancy.
No.
Do you have a spear
The
for
blacksmith.
sale?
I've got 8 spears of different types. What are you looking for?
Something simple.
Good news. Nothing gets simpler than a knife on a stick. You want something that's durable? What? Practice. Just a polearm?
Definitely durable.
Something durable. Something that could kill a lion.
Alright, well, we've got some pretty standard stuff. If you want just a standard metal tipped spear, wood, nice ebony wood handle. We've got some nicer stuff if you want one of our more signature blades from Amberagari.
Can I take a look at the signature one?
Of course. It's a very simple kind of outdoor shop, but there's a display case for some of these weapons, and kind of walking over. This one's quite interesting. Like the others, it has an ebony wood kind of shaft to the spear, but the spearhead seems to be made out of a crystal. Durable, hard of steel.
What kind of crystal?
Appears to be amber-like in nature.
Is it? It's not like magical or anything, is it?
It's got a slight magical property to it, yeah. Innate with the stone. That's what makes it so tough.
In my little bird brain, would the whetstone still take?
The whetstone seemingly would work on the bowstring, like she said. So, you could surmise that simply using the whetstone to sharpen this rock could probably still work.
Or I could be selfish and just give him the basic amber spear and put it on a bowstring of my own.
You could.
You do whatever you want, Icarus. What you doing now? You can also save it, hoard it forever.
Well, let me at least. How much do you want for the spear?
The nice one. 30 gold.
Can I like make a show of like kind of holding it up, see how
Yeah,
the
take a
amber
look.
reflects the
Yeah,
sunlight?
Uh-huh. Check out the quality.
I'll give you 20 for it.
Mega charisma check.
Just straight charisma? That's crazy.
Or
18.
guidance.
18?
Dang it.
Looks real. Do 25.
35.
Okay.
I'm biased because this is practically my hometown, so I'm gonna give it to him.
Okay, you give him 25 gold. Pleasure. And he kind of takes spear, polishes it off for you real quick, hands it over.
Alright, and I'm gonna give the spear to Herb.
Herb takes it.
Yeah!
It's very, very short.
That's what I want to see.
I think there needs to be an adjustment.
Nah, you're fine. Stop
I'm gonna
complaining.
well, look at the blacksmith. Is there any way we can shorten the stair a little bit?
He looks over. Yeah, you want me to?
If you can, yes. Just a little. I'm going.
takes it back and walks over to the back and takes a saw. Just starts sawing it. Pops it off the bottom, looks around, picks up some cloth and starts wrapping around the bottom, just kind of rebinding, just to get something to grip, and tightens it.
Thank you. Very kind.
Yep. So, you hand it back. Much better.
Alright. Herb has a stick now.
Alright. Did we want to continue our way or did we want to stay the night here?
Did they have potions?
I would say you guys are... Icarus, looking in the distance, you can see the caldera of Basilica.
Do we want to spend that much time in Basilica?
Well, that's where we're heading, is Basilica.
No, I know, but I'm saying, do we want to spend a lot of time in the town wandering around?
He grew up there. He would know where it is.
Basilica is going to have...
Okay, I mean, whatever.
No offense to this guy. Basilica will have many better, larger shops, more magical...
I'm just thinking maybe...
You can talk outside of my shop, too.
I thought we were outside the shop.
Yeah, it's all outside.
I was like, it's all outside. We're on the street right in front of it.
I'm just
Like,
saying, we
it's
might
not-
get something
yeah, well,
cheaper.
when you say no offense, I notice.
It means offense.
Yeah,
It means
I'll
you're about
be-
to
you're
say
about to
something
say it,
offensive. I mean, I'm fine with whatever. I was just saying, maybe we could find something cheaper here. Big city, bigger prices. Just saying.
Except
Lower prices, lower quality.
You guys have a discount.
We do have the discount.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that like only in Basilica?
Yeah.
It's in the noble district of Basilica.
Alright. Fine. I'll do whatever. Can I sneakily teach Will how to loot?
He's watching. Make a sleight of hand check. What are you trying to steal?
What
are you trying to steal?
Look at me. I don't know. I just want to like pickpocket somebody on accident.
Sure,
Like,
sure.
just,
On accident. Yeah.
Like, no, yeah. I just want to walk by and like
Oops.
make eye contact with him. Like,
You steal this on his gun and break it.
Again!
I would not do that.
Don't
Roll
you?
sleight of hand.
I would not.
The one good one.
Oh no,
I'm
that's
watching.
not great. 11.
11.
My
Yeah.
passive is 15.
It's just a
by the way.
random passerby.
You bump into them, and their Quinker drops a gun and says, "Hey, watch it!"
Sorry.
Just picks it up and walks away.
Gwyneth?
Did I get nothing? Dang it.
Gwyneth?
I bumped into them! I don't know what you want from me.
Honest mistake.
He was literally watching me.
You
Does
were
that help
talking,
my case?
She walked into him.
I was trying to catch up with you guys and I bumped into him.
Is she lying to me?
I'm not doing like make a DC against yourselves. Anyway, so you guys head back.
I will trust you.
It was a wrong choice. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, head into Basilica, yeah?
Yeah, so you guys head back.
Do not kill her with eye contact, Icarus.
What? I didn't do anything. I bumped into him.
You hear the engine revving. Guys, come on.
No.
Yeah.
You see, there's a lot of villagers kind of like, oh, what's going on here?
Herb standing
There's a
on
yum.
I picture
Okay.
I
Herb.
think it's out of gas.
Herb standing on top of it. If you want one of these of your own, here, fill out this card. Fill out this card. You get a card. You get a card.
There you
I
go.
was gonna say Herb standing there with his spear, like hanging off
Yes.
the side, like Mad Max.
Yeah. How soon we devolve. Okay, so you guys stay the night here or continuing on?
Do we want to
Continue
get
onward?
like a room or?
Are we continuing?
Or
on
we
with
can see it
Basilica?
right there, right?
What?
You know that you just have to cross kind of the Great Bridge.
How late is it?
It's still. I would say it's still morning.
Yeah. Well,
We can press on.
Okay.
Yeah.
press on.
All right. So that being said, who's taking this last day?
I'll do it. I'll drive.
The drive. Okay. You drove last night.
Did I? No, I didn't drive.
You drove
into
last
town.
night, but you didn't drive.
I drove
Yeah,
into the. Yeah, but I slept on the
So
way
one
into
night,
town.
one day. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're driving tonight.
Yeah.
Go for it. All right. So perception check and
I am
D10.
reading my book.
Not one.
What'd you roll?
6. Hey guys, somebody else want to drive?
They're once again pulling the strings.
Oh,
Stop
no.
her.
And this time, it worked now.
I definitely don't.
You rolled in that one
Yeah, I did.
for result. Okay. Okay, Gwen, You drive throughout the night. Nistani, you said you were awake.
Mhm.
Go ahead and make a perception check with disadvantage.
17.
17. Okay. It's too fast to react, but you're safe from it. You watch as these hawks swoop down. You didn't see them circling. And they will grab the first thing. There are 3 hawks. They cannot attack Nistani, but they're going to grab something off of Gwen, something off of Icarus, and something off of Chris. Cool. So, Gwen, what items do you have on you?
Nothing.
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes. I have the hand crossbow,
A dagger.
rain ender, studded leather on, sending. No, she has sending stone. Not me. Thank God. Bedroll, candle, clothes, costume, disguise kit, rations, 1 day,
Loot.
water
Backpack.
skin,
Got it.
and money.
Okay. Alright, go ahead and roll a d4 for me.
Can't wait. D4. That's
Mhm.
21. 4.
4? Okay. You don't quite see it. But Nistani, you're able to kind of cover your head, trying to, keep down as the hawks swoop in through the kind of canvas roof, kind of going straight through it. And you watch as one of them latches onto Gwen's bag and just takes off with it.
Can I shoot at it?
With what?
Would I be proficient in the guns by now?
You could certainly try.
Can I shoot it with my bow?
If you'd like to take the time to get it out.
Do the gun! Do the
I'm
gun!
gonna try and do the gun.
Alright. Go ahead and make an attack roll. Just roll a d20.
16.
16. Okay. Alright. So, as you look up, fire blasts the bird out of the sky. You watch the bag falls and then the contents scatter across the ground as it bursts.
Aw, man.
All of Gwen's food, unfortunately, on the road now. But,
Just the food? That's it?
well, the other contents, some of the money, some of the
I'm gonna
other
get out of.
things.
I'm guessing we stopped the car, so
Yeah,
we'll get out of
however, the other 2 birds show up.
it. Yeah.
Icarus, Sleepyhead, what items do you have on your person?
Some really great stuff.
Yep. Birdemic, man.
Yeah. Got my backpack, my quiver.
Mm-hmm.
There's a ring on me. I don't know if they could get that off of me.
Stop.
My 2-hand crossbows. My rapier, I guess.
Okay, that's enough. Go ahead and roll a d4 for me.
Hey, Willow. That's how you loot.
Gotta be a bird.
You got
3.
sprout wings, my
3,
man.
okay. You watch as the bird swoops down. Well, I would say you're asleep at this point. But Asani, you watch as the bird swoops down, grabs the quiver off of Icarus' bag. You have 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. Make it. Well, just a straight d20.
Am I able to react at this or no?
15.
15, nice. Blast the other bird. Does not get very far as the crossbow bolts scatter across the ground. But there is a 3rd bird.
Do I have time to react to the 3rd bird?
There's
No,
gotta
you
be
won't.
a
Okay, I didn't
metaphor
think
or
so.
a joke in here somewhere.
Just
3rd
worth
bird?
a shot.
Oh, I see.
Who's it attacking?
Chris.
Chris.
Does Chris have anything on him?
Oh, Chris has stuff on him. Poor Chris. I have to find where
Can
that
I not
picture is.
shoot him too?
How many attacks per round do you have?
2.
Yeah, there's 3 birds.
Can I shoot the 3rd bird?
You are asleep.
And also, it took your quiver, and I was able
You are considered
I can
surprised.
shoot with my sword.
Yeah.
Okay. Once I pull up Chris's
What
thing.
about Willem? Can Willem do anything?
Is
Willem is also asleep.
Oh.
Herb is asleep as well. I
Herb
thought this
is
was the
reading.
daytime. You said it was the morning.
No, when it's driving at night. You just did the day drive over there with the encounter with the 2 guys again.
And then we were in the town.
That's part of the same thing.
Okay.
Now it's nighttime. Okay.
I get it.
Okay, so Chris looking at his inventory. Okay. Okay. So, Vistani, as fast as you are with these new weapons, you watch as the brother swoops down, mauls Chris in the back, and he just as he jerks awake, and he watches it just flies off with 2 hand axes.
Oh no!
Talons.
Those were his 2 weapons that he uses primarily.
Yep.
Were they enchanted anymore, or are they just...
They were just normal hand axes.
Should have gotten some amber hand axes while we were in
Oh yeah, that would
Amber
have
Harbor.
But anyway,
We can
bird
get
flies
him
off.
some
The
nice
3rd
stuff.
bird gets the hand axes. In this
Aw.
case,
I'm
there's
gonna-
a new menace in the
And I
skies.
pick up my bolts.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of the
Yeah.
car and help
Pick up my
pick up
stuff.
sticks.
It's a good 30-minute
Yeah.
break.
Probably. Aw, my sandwich.
Yeah, ruined.
Somewhere off in the distance, Ariel is crying.
Yeah, I was gonna say Airman.
But eventually, Gwen, you
I'll
drive
give
into the
her
morning.
some of my rations.
Who's taking the morning drive?
I'll do it.
All right, Icarus, the final drive.
Conked out.
Here we go.
Perception and that D10.
Come on. Ah, that's not what I would have wanted. And a D10. So we got 10 on perception and 9 on the D10.
Okay. All right, so it's a clear day. Nothing in the sky, no rain, no storms, nothing. The kind of white-crested caldera of Basilica getting ever bigger upon you. Knowing just behind that caldera wall, a city lying within inside. But first you arrive at the Great Bridge of Mori, this massive construction that kind of bridges the gap that the river has carved further and further down. One of the first big infrastructure builds for Basilica, really, getting across this river.
Can we like see the Colossus from here?
And I would say as you finally get across this very big bridge, there you see the massive bronze colossus that stands in the crest of Basilica, towering above everything, guarding this gateway into the big city, the outer city, now just kind of in view, but this massive centurion kind of leaves this dark shadow that you guys have now begin to enter as you have made it to Basilica.
I want to point out, in contrast to like the really like heavy, somber departure from Mortades, like Icarus is now like super excited and
It's been a long time.
light and spirited. Like, I'm coming home.
Yeah.
Is he making little bird noises? He's
The
like,
little bird chirps. Yeah, it's quite the sight.
yay.
But and on that note, I think that's where we're going to leave off tonight's episode. A full travel, good, made it in one piece,
Yeah.
avoided some serious issues, a lot of
Nobody
snakes.
died.
Nobody
We
died.
can
Nobody
reset our.
died.
It has been
Yeah.
this many episodes since someone died counter.
Yes, finally, we're at 1.
It's been 3 episodes.
3 episodes.
Give it up for
death.
day number 3!
So we hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. We hope you
I
enjoyed
know I did.
the more relaxed feeling that it had compared to the last couple. But that being said, make sure to stay tuned and
What was the theme?
Like and
with
subscribe.
today?
Smiling. Not
Smiling.
just- yeah.
Smile.
Oh.
smile.
Make somebody else smile.
Yeah,
That's it. Just be nice.
Make us smile by subscribing to our YouTube
Yeah.
channel and following us on social media at the Wayward Seven.
Check it out.
Look at that.
Yeah.
You'd make
Yeah.
us so
Look,
happy.
I'm already smiling at the idea of you following us.
And what if you were to turn on that bell notification?
That's a little saucy.
Okay. Alright. And we're moved on. It's obviously, it's time to quit. Quit while we're ahead, right, guys?
We're
So-
not ahead anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, we should have. Anyway, we hope to see you next time on